About 1,000 children in Africa are born with sickle cell disease every day. Nigeria accounts for 100,000 to 150,000 babies born with sickle cell disease annually. That is 33% of the global burden of sickle cell disease.
Sickle cell disease is the 6th leading cause of death in Nigeria, with about 5 to 16% of children dying before the age of 5.
Sickle cell disease, or SCD, is a group of inherited red blood cell disorders. Red blood cells contain hemoglobin, a protein that's responsible for carrying oxygen. Healthy red blood cells are round in shape and they travel through small blood vessels to transport oxygen to different parts of the body. In someone with SCD, the hemoglobin is abnormal, which causes the red blood cells to become hard and sticky and to look like a C-shaped farm tool known as sickle.
The prevalence of sickle cell disease within the states in Nigeria ranges from 1 to 3%. The Public Health Department shows us that the level of sickle cell disease awareness is still very low.
According to recent data, about 50 million individuals have sickle cell disease globally, and Nigeria, being the epicenter zone, has over 4 million individuals living with the disease. That's to say 1 in every 4 Nigeria has the sickle cell trait. The Brain and Body Foundation has been mandated by the federal government of Nigeria to help in addressing sickle cell disease. And so we've commenced Project Sickle Cell Disease Nigeria with our partners Embrace Kids Foundation and Tackle Sickle Cell, led by the McCarthy twins, to provide 2,000 kids living with sickle cell disease vital nutrients that will help improve their quality of life. Now, this is a year-long project that has since commenced from the start of January 2023, and we're hoping that by December of this year, 2023, would have seen significant improvements in the life of these kids. Now, our goal at the Brain and Body Foundation is not only to improve their quality of life, but to help them build a sustainable future that is free of pain and suffering.
Here in the foundation, we understand that the human body has the ability to repair damaged tissues, and so we provide nutrients in the form of supplements to do this. For sickle cell disease patients, we know that they are faced with a plethora of challenges, and we call them the 4 horsemen. First, we have increased reactive oxygen species. Secondly, we have increased inflammation. Thirdly, we have impaired immunity, which increases their susceptibility to infections. And lastly, we have altered blood flow or reduced blood flow due to unavailability of nitric oxide. To curtail some of these challenges, we usually provide nutrients, different nutrients. We have from the Aroga species, and we have immune support and Ismana and other nutrients. However, we know 3 major nutrients we give out to sickle cell disease patients. They include vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. Vitamin D, because of its many uses in the human body. We give vitamin D because of the altered blood flow. We give it to help with the bones, and we give it because it's an immune enhancer. Vitamin C and zinc too, they are immune enhancers, and vitamin C acts as an antioxidant. So in the foundation, we have given these nutrients separately before, and we have seen patients come with positive reports. Some say they have reduced crisis severity, reduced crisis frequency, and for some of them, there's no crisis at all. Many of them have come back and they've said that they are able to do chores now. They were unable to do chores before. They were unable to take their books to school, take their bags to school. They were unable to walk long distances. But after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months of therapy, we have seen that they have come back with positive results. We provide these nutrients in 2 ways. First off, we perform research to know how it helps them. We are currently rounding up our research in Lagos State, where we are working with 3 government hospitals. We are checking the role of vitamin D3 in improving the quality of life, and in some objective indices like packed cell volume, white blood cell count, and even the platelets. We have been seeing some subjective results from the parents, where they say that the children have reduced crisis frequency and crisis severity. So we are able to build on that to perform researches for other supplements. We also provide these supplements now together in the form called Citamil in our project SCD Nigeria, where we are giving these nutrients, vitamin C, D, and zinc, in equal proportions and optimal proportions to provide the best relevant results. We are giving these nutrients here in Abuja, in our Usi clinic, and in our satellite clinics at Gorimpa General Hospital and Kuba General Hospital. And furthermore, we are collaborating with other organizations to provide these supplements to their beneficiaries free of charge all over Nigeria.
We often associate pain and weakness to people living with sickle cell disease, but I would like to talk about a sickle cell warrior that's changed that narrative. The first time I heard of sickle cell disease was during my secondary school days. A friend of mine who is 21 years old, a sickle cell warrior, who despite the stigma and pain was a very smart student and one of the top students leading the class academically. Back then, whenever he had a crisis, he always found a way to manage the situation without complaining about any pain. He's indeed a warrior. He played basketball and football while we're still in secondary school. Even though he's a sickle cell warrior, it's very hard for a total stranger to identify him as a sickle cell warrior because he doesn't behave like someone who has sickle cell. He graduated as the best student in mathematics and further mathematics in secondary school. Currently, he's studying medicine in one of the prominent universities in Nigeria.
As an experienced teacher, teaching for a period of about 3 to 4 years, I have come across some of my students who actually suffer from sickle cell disease, and this has actually led me to partner with the Brain and Body Foundation. The Sickle Cell Warrior, who happens to be one of my students. Pearl, before now, did I know she was a sickle cell warrior until we bumped into each other during one of our clinic days in Wuse here in Abuja. All I can tell about this, my very own student, is that she is a very bright and intelligent girl as far as school is concerned. But the cycle of her pain was hidden in her beautiful, radiant smile that one hardly noticed. To cut the long story short, she has been placed on Citamil for a period of 2 months and still counting, and she has confirmed that she has experienced no crisis till date. Hashtag breaking the cycle of pain. Therefore, I believe that the true essence of the World Sickle Cell Day is to provide advocacy and support to all sickle cell warriors living globally.
Goodness and Great David, 6-year-old and 9-year-old respectively, are beneficiaries of Citamil. Before visiting the BBF clinic, both siblings experience severe pain, frequent crises, fatigue, poor appetite, and poor sleep. For most of the time, they will miss school due to the severity of their crisis. David in particular was on admission pending his first visit to the BBF clinic. They were both placed on Citamil, and in just 1 month they came back with good reports. Great and Goodness have no record of crisis, no pain. They have improved appetite and sleep really well. They even added weight. Also, they have not missed school, no reason to miss school since they commenced Citamil. We are very grateful to get to experience this good progress in just 1 month. I would like to invite you to our next clinic in Abuja, Monday at Kuba General Hospital, 3rd Wednesday of every month at Gwarinpa General Hospital, and 2nd and last Friday of every month at our Wuse Center.
We look forward to collaborating with sister foundations and other organizations out there. Together, we can ensure individuals living with sickle cell disease live better lives. For partnership, please contact the Brain and Body Foundation using this information on the screen.
Hashtag stop the stigma.
Breaking the cycle of pain.
And no child should suffer.